buy and sell homes, a federal...
Everybody. Hi. Hey, everybody. My name's Andrew Dorn. I'm with Follow Up Boss and super excited to be here today. You probably see my background. That's because we're launching Team OS at Follow Up Boss. It's all free. There's no obligation. It's just free content on how to grow your team, optimize your team, all that stuff. You can just go to realestateteamos.com. I'm done with that. I just want to explain this. I've been with the company for about a year, and I've done a lot of webinars, but I'm super pumped about this one, and it has nothing to do with me. It has to do with the three people that I'm about ready to introduce, that I've all made, either I've known them for a long time or I've made strong relationships with in the last year. So this is Win More Listings with Set It and Forget It Remarketing. If that doesn't sound right to you, meaning if that doesn't what you signed up for, like I hate when you board a plane and you think it's going to Bakersfield, but instead it's going to Ontario, Canada. So if that's not the right title for you, I actually would still stay because that's how good this is going to be. That's how much you're going to learn today. So enough of me. Real quick, you see on your screen Chase Whitney. He is literally a tech stack genius. And by the way, you can smile, Chase. It's okay. I know you're humble, but it's fine. It's fine. And you're also a team leader at First Team Real Estate. Before I introduce the other awesome people, Chase, how you doing?
I'm great, man. Good to be here. Excited about this stuff. I totally geek out on the back end stuff, so this is always fun for me.
Wonderful. And then next, I'm going to introduce Stephen Whiting, who has become a really close friend over the last year. I've been at conferences with him in the past years, but we never really connected till this year. So, Stephen, I'm really glad that we have our friendship now. You're the founder and CEO of Street Text. You have a Porsche behind you on the wall. And by the way, for those that are looking at it, the reason why it's segments is that each of those pictures is a particular year of that Porsche. So that's how it all comes together. So Stephen, great to have you on, and I'm going to learn today. So I'm excited. How are you doing today?
Thanks, Andrew. I'm doing well. Very excited for today's event and for everybody for being here today. So excited.
Awesome. And the reason I saved Wendy for last, Wendy Humphreys Goss, is because her slogan is Windy Goss, the real estate boss. And no, but and then I'm with Follow Up Boss. It's like, come on. And by the way, for those of you who know, Follow Up Boss has the upward arrow chevrons, right, for the logo. They're right here in the shirt. You just didn't see it until now. So anyway, she is in Las Vegas as we speak. Her signage behind her speaks for herself on her marketing skills, period. But she's with EXP and runs a very successful team. So you're in for a treat today. You're absolutely in for a treat. Well, first of all, Wendy, how you doing? I have one more thing to say.
I am really good. I'm really good. How are you?
I'm phenomenal. I mean, I'm with three awesome people. So before we start, and I know Stephen, you're going to kick it off, but before we start, can you please type in the chat where you're sitting right now? Okay. So I don't mean don't respond like in a chair. You know what I mean? Like I mean respond like Colombia, Canada. If you want to get more specific, Los Angeles or Rhode Island. Okay. Oh, wait, look, you guys see? Isn't that cool?
Oh yeah, it's lighting up.
Okay. Wendy, you see that?
Yep.
Okay, let's mention some names later on the most interesting places, okay? And then last thing I say before Stephen, for those of you who are bold enough,
Las Vegas.
type in why you logged in today. Your time is valuable. Type in why you logged in today. Thank you for your time. I mean it. Time is the only thing we run out of. Type in what you want to learn today. Stephen, take it away.
Oh, thank you, Andrew. I actually am so pumped you asked that question. That is awesome. I can't believe how engaged everybody is in this already. So that just got me even more excited. So I see here to learn, insights for more listings, to win more listings.
Stephen, I think it was the chair joke. Like, don't write in your chair. That kind of like Chase. It kind of loosened people up. Like, oh, this is going to be okay. Like, I'm not gonna get in trouble by attending this webinar. It's okay.
Yeah, no, this is awesome. All right, okay, let's get started. I'm just gonna go ahead here and I'm gonna share my screen. Just give me one moment. Okay. All right. Okay, like Andrew said, all of you here to win more listings, change the game with set and forget remarketing. So some of you mentioned you couldn't see the speakers yet. These are those incredible faces of everybody that was just sharing. So thank you so much, Andrew, for that. And I'm truly excited to be surrounded by all of you. I just feel so blessed. So let's do this. All right. So I want to kick this off by showing you all a quick video. This is a video from Lori, who's been a longtime street texter and an active member on our weekly masterminds. And on one of our recent masterminds, she had this to share. And I just think this is an incredible start to the whole presentation and to show all of you that there's going to be incredible value in this webinar. So make sure you stick around. All right, let's go.
And it was so easy. I could not believe it. So I literally took like a half hour and I put 20 remarketing ads into a bundle. And within, I'd say 4 or 5 days, I had some of my friends who are also agents. They're like, what just happened? I see you everywhere, every day with something different on Facebook. And so, of course, I told them I'm like, it's because I'm awesome, of course, whatever. But I also had a seller down in Woodland. She has been on my Facebook for a while, and she messaged me. She said, we've been thinking about selling. So I've been seeing your information every single day. We're ready to sell. We're moving out of state. So I've got her $1.5 million listing going on the market this Friday. And then she's also has another residence that she just built an apartment on. She goes, you can have that one too. So I basically have about $2.4 million in listing, literally no joke, from the remarketing ads, because she just kept on seeing me every single day.
Okay, how awesome is that, right? Like that's just incredible. And Lori obviously is amazing, but that's just something like the past month or so. So it truly is an incredible insight. So who here believes, and I would love to put this in the chat, who here believes that their next listing is actually already in their database? Just throw it in. Do you already know that? Like, you already know your next deal is in there? Yeah, raise your hand or put listing in the chat. Yeah, exactly. Love seeing that. Thank you so much. So at the FubCon event that we were just at, John Cheplack, he shared that the best teams are following up with their leads 20 times or more. And the audience was pretty shocked by that. And I think an overlooked aspect of follow-up is actually remarketing, because remarketing ads can get you in front of your audience 20, 40, 60 plus times. It's incredible, right? So here's our promise to you today. I'm going to show you the exact remarketing ads that Lori launched and how to have them set up and rotating today for as little as a dollar in ad spend. And you're in for such a treat today as well, thanks to our special guest. So we're going to deep dive into the Follow-Up Boss and StreetText two-way integration. And if you love what you see today, how to even take it to the next level. Plus, I got a little gift for you as well. At the end of this webinar, we've actually put together a series of recruiting ad templates. So if you like what you see and you want to incorporate that into what we show you today, that's just our little gift to you. Okay, so who am I and who is StreetText? I know many of you know who StreetText is, but for those that don't, I am the handsome guy on the right. So if you didn't have a chance to meet us at the FubCon event this year, be sure to book your tickets for next year. This next one is back in Vegas again. And that's where Wendy's from as well. And I am so excited to be there and to hang out with you in your hometown. And I really encourage everybody to come to that. I was truly blown away with how incredible the event was. So as you can see on this slide, we've been working closely with Meta since 2013, actually. So long time. And to date, we have helped agents generate over 5.43 million unique leads. We don't actually talk a lot about that in our community, but it is a ton. And we have helped agents launch over 178,000 ads, and every single day those ads are going up, so which is a lot. So thanks to working so close with Facebook and Instagram, we have gained some incredible insight. And so I'm planning on sharing that with some of you today. So you're going to learn those insights. Okay, so remarketing is what everybody's on the call for today. It can seem daunting, but there are really actually just 3 simple secrets. So the first is that, which we covered already a little bit, just or a hint on it, is that your next deal is actually already in your database, and the next, and the next. The key is making sure that they work with you. And I'm also going to share with you, like, the sad truth about content is that it actually goes to die. So I'm going to show you how to leverage your best content forever. And lastly, there are actually just 3 simple audiences that you need to set up to be truly omnipresent. Okay. So let's dive into the first one. Who's excited? I see all the comments already, so that's awesome. Just pumped on that. Okay, so do you know the difference between a warm lead and a hot lead? Have you ever thought about this? This was something that Jonathan shared with me. I thought it was so powerful. A warm lead is a lead that is in your database right now, and they are going to sell or buy in 2024, but not with you, because they forgot about you, or they forgot that they needed you, but they're in your database. You need your database to say, I see you everywhere. At the same FubCon event, Tom Ferry talked about how important it is to have all these for sale signs in the ground right now to make sure that you're being seen. But people actually spend more time driving down the social roads than physical roads. Facebook, Instagram, Reels, TikTok. All you have to do is look at your phone, and that will confirm just how much time is spent on social. And that's what everybody's doing. So you need to be in front of your database. So I want to share with you another aspect that you may not have realized. But first, and I need everybody to be brave, but I've seen that the chat has been lighting up already. So I need to know, how big is your database? Put it in the chat. Don't be shy. Throw it in there. Awesome. Thanks, Courtney. You're the first out of the gate. That's awesome. Okay. 660. Oh, man, look at these numbers coming in. Okay, this is great. I see. Yeah. Oh man. Okay. Range everywhere from around roughly 1,000 all the way up. They're coming in so fast. Whoa, 140,000. That's awesome. 22, 150. Okay. Incredible. Okay.
Stephen, real quick.
Whoa. D. Wow.
No, real quick. I cannot believe the chat, how engaged everybody is. This audience is amazing. I'm sorry to interrupt you, but I have not seen this in a long time. So
That's awesome. Well,
keep doing
thanks, Andrew.
keep doing what you're doing.
Well, thanks for the community. You know, when you play all out like this is just, it's amazing for everybody. So big shout out to everybody that's on here today. Okay, so here's the crazy part. I saw some big numbers here as well, but this is truly the crazy part. Your database isn't even just the 1,000 people or 2,500 people or even 1 million people. It's actually so much more. So Robin Dunbar, you know, if you've ever heard of him, he's famous for his studies on human connections. So he shares that most people have 5 close family members, 15 best friends, and 50 good friends. Now, if you hang out with like Chase or Windy, they probably have like 1,000 best friends, or Andrew. But the average person has about 15 best friends. And so your database isn't even just the 1,000 people in it or the 2,500 people in it. It's all the people they know closely. It's the close connections. So is your content helpful enough that someone in your database would share it or recommend you based on it? So in your database right now, there's a mom who is considering moving. And she also has some aging parents that she knows need to downsize. And sadly, her good friend is getting divorced. Are you the #1 agent in her mind, right? That's the question you'd ask. Are you the #1 agent? If not, then she is the warm lead analogy. You know, I shared earlier. She's the one in your database, and you need to start remarketing if you're not. So at minimum, your database is multiplied by 5, like the 5 close people, or maybe 15, or maybe even 50 times. It's a totally different way of thinking about your database. And this reminds me of a quote from Darren Hardy. He was previously a real estate agent, a very popular author and coach. And he said, you don't make money from the services you sell. You make money from marketing the services that you sell. Now, just think about that for a moment. It's actually marketing that makes you money. You know, when you market a new listing and you market it a lot, you're going to attract buyers and you're going to attract other sellers. But that is also where a lot of agents go wrong, where they stop there. They only market listings, which are table stakes. He or she that markets the most wins. So I just want to build on that for a second and show you another study I think you're going to find interesting. Daniel Priestley is the author of a book called Oversubscribed. And in that, he cites different studies on how trust is built and how people buy. He shares the 7-11-4 framework, okay? So check this out. So people love to buy from people they know, and that makes total sense, right? All of you agree. Like if you have trust with somebody, you're much more likely to buy. And to know someone, you actually have to spend roughly about 7 hours with someone for them to feel that they truly know you. But you can accelerate that no trust feeling by being seen multiple times in multiple locations. And Andrew, is this not true for us? Like, I've seen you now at a couple different events. We've had a few different phone calls. We have not spent 7 hours together yet, but I really do feel like I know you and trust you already. And so I think that's the power of this. And so the more interactions that someone has with you virtually or physically, the more they feel they know you. And this is also why video is so powerful. And if they see you in multiple locations, like a local charity event, Instagram, Facebook, print, YouTube, you take the top spot in their mind when they think of real estate. And so now just imagine if your marketing was helping you do this automatically. Okay, so this is secret number 1. It's clear. Your next deal is in your database. You just need to launch content to get in front of them. And I have good news for you. These are the exact ads that Lori has, who you saw at the beginning of the webinar, that video. So we have 25 of them that are ready to go. And all you need to do is click a few buttons and select your audience, which we're going to cover more in a moment. So I just have a quick little GIF here to show you that. Like, it's as easy as this. No fighting with the ads manager. You just pick the ad you want. You preview it quickly. You select that audience that you want to remarket to, and you click deploy. Okay, we're going to cover a lot, but we're going to move on to secret number 2. So this is a big one. Your best content dies on social media. So what do I mean by this? How many of you have gone to all the work of creating an amazing piece of content and it got great engagement, but then it just started to fall down the Facebook and Instagram feed, right? And the worst part really is that content is content that you want everybody to see in 60 days, in 30 days, 90 days. But if someone comes to your website now to check you out, or they come and check out your social, 60 days later, they're never going to find that content. It's just too far down. So what you need is that amazing content to rotate for you automatically, showing the right message to the right audience at the right time, making sure that you stay omnipresent and in front of your entire database with those 25 PDF ads I just showed you, and also content that you've already created. So it doesn't have to even stop at those 25, but those are very powerful. That's what Lori used. Can also be other content you've created. So this is just a quick example of that. So check out Lori's ad bundle. Again, it's a short little gift, it's only 6 seconds, so I can't even get to the bottom of her ad bundle here. But each of these ads rotate daily automatically. She doesn't have to do anything. She just puts them in the bundle and off they go. They start rotating. Okay, so I hope you're getting pumped. What I've already covered so far is Lori's results, the 25 PDF ads that are just a few clicks each to launch, taking those 25 ads and adding them to a bundle that rotates daily, weekly, or monthly. And now the last step, the 3 truly one-click audiences that will ensure you are everywhere. Okay, so here's again a little GIF of me creating those audiences, just so you can see it is truly just a click away. So the page engagement audience is your all leads audience and your website audience. So all you need to do is click each of these in street text, and you add these to the ad bundle, which I'll cover more in a minute again. That rotates your 25 PDF ads, and it truly is set and forget. You are now remarketing to your entire database with the all leads audience. And you can also further segment this, which Chase will cover in just a moment. And anyone, and then the page engagement audience is anyone that comments or clicks on any of your ads. You're now going to be able to remarket to them. So even if they're not even a lead, but they've just lightly engaged with some of your content online, you suck them into this page engagement audience, and now they're going to be a part of that. And then lastly, with the website audience, anyone that checks out your website is going to be pulled in as well. So again, this is truly set and forget. Okay, so quick little recap here. Step 1, you're going to create the 3 audiences automatically with 1 click each. Click, click, click. You're going to launch those remarketing PDF templates in a couple clicks as well. So just a few clicks here. Each template automatically sends the lead in your database the PDF that they requested. So it's all built for you. Again, when you launch those, it's everything from end to end within the ad is already created. You get to see who requested that information and received that information in street text. And if you're a Follow Up Boss user, which I hope you are, which Chase will cover in a minute, you're actually going to see all of that information that's happening in street text inside of Follow Up Boss as well. And lastly, step 3, you're going to take those ads, you're going to put them in a bundle that automatically rotates for $1 a day or whatever budget you decide. It is truly that easy. It is set and forget. So just before I hand this over to Chase, based on what I've covered so far, who here feels confident that they could do this? Put easy in the chat. I'm just curious. Who thinks that that's pretty easy? Awesome. Easy, easy. Thanks. Awesome. Okay, yeah, it is truly that easy to do exactly what you saw Lori do. But now we're going to take it just to another little level here. So welcome, Chase. I'll hand this to you and let you share your screen.
Thank you, sir. So I'm going to jump onto the FUB side of things because Steve did such a good job on the street tech side. So if we have it synced to Follow Up Boss, I'm going to jump right in. I'm going to be looking to my right, so forgive me here. But the nice thing, first of all, the integration, super easy. I don't want to bore you with tech stuff. It's literally like 3 clicks of a button to sync the 2 platforms together. But the benefits are tremendous. So the first thing, which is super important, which Steve mentioned already, is when they interact with either a lead gen ad or a remarketing ad or both, like I said, all that activity is pushed into Follow Up Boss instantly. The nice thing, if you're familiar with the platform, is you will see exactly which ad they clicked on directly inside your Follow Up Boss. But then further than that, if you click on the link itself, you can actually then see to make sure you know which ad it is. It's not working for some reason. There it is. Which ad it was exactly. So this makes it super, super easy to make sure you have context behind your conversation, especially if you have multiple ads going, multiple conversations, multiple funnels, like Steve mentioned with the bundles and stuff like that. So that's super cool. Now, Steve did talk about the free audiences already, the automatic one that StreetCheck creates for you, so I won't bore you there. The nice thing, however, is with the two-way sync, you're able to further segment down by the stage in Follow Up Boss. So all of the stages are linked directly. They're living and breathing. So if you change someone's stage in FUB, the stage in StreetText changes too. Therefore, if you have different ad bundles rotating based on whatever stage you have in Follow Up Boss, the ads are going to shift automatically too. So super, super, super powerful. And then what I wanted to share as a use case, this will be actually pretty quick, but as a use case, we do a lot of reverse prospecting, and we're talking about set it and forget it remarketing, but also getting more listings. And this is a tool that we've used at the listing table that really, really works. So in Follow Up Boss, if you have IDX activity or trackable activity, you can create reverse prospecting lists in Follow Up Boss that you might use to email out or to text or to call people. But what we've done essentially is created a template that allows us to search by zip code or by price point they're looking at. And then what I did here as a quick test is I went in, I grabbed everyone that was looking in Cypress for a house between 700 and $1 million and said, hey, I got a listing coming up, or a listing appointment coming up at 8:50. This is going to be kind of my target audience. So what I did real quick was I came into Follow Boss, found this list of people, and then added this StreetText reverse tag. All I had to do now is come into, I'm sorry, let me make sure I get the right, here it is. Come into StreetText in the contacts field. I'm going to search by tag for StreetText reverse as a test, like I just said. It instantly pulls up all those leads that I had. And then I can then tell the seller, hey, Mr. Seller, we're going to run all these lead generation ads for you specifically. I'm going to call through my database, but I'm also going to put your home in front of the people I already have my database looking for a house like yours at this price point in this city or the surrounding few cities. Or we know, as an example, that a lot of folks are coming from the South Bay to Cypress, Anaheim. So I can target certain areas with people I already have. That's one more layer that we do for you. And they love it because it's just being more proactive. I'm going to call them, I'm going to text them, but they're going to see your house over and over and over on Facebook until they click on it. And that's been tremendously beneficial to us. And with StreetText and Follow Up Boss specifically, it literally takes 3 minutes to do the entire thing. And it's set it and then it's forget it after you get that integration going. But super, super easy. I don't really have a ton more on that because it's so simple to do.
Well, no, you shared perfectly. I mean, that's the whole point, is it's supposed to be really easy. And now that you've got your entire database synced, you just like Chase said, you can launch specific ads to specific segments of your database. So you can do your entire database, or you can drill down, just like Chase said. And he's a phenomenal marketer. I mean, I definitely follow closely with what Chase does, because he has some incredible ideas on how he markets and leverages it very like cost effectively as well. So I think that's a great example. I guess you're quickly building a fast ad just to show people how easy it is.
Yep, let's do this.
Yeah,
I've already got a picture uploaded.
While he does that, it's not an accident that Chase is here. He is absolutely a guru, and he's dropping down nuggets right now. Thank you for being on, Chase.
Absolutely. Next, pick your budget and hit deploy. And that's, as Steve was saying that, I just created the entire ad. So it's so darn simple. And I was joking with Wendy last week on one of our planning discussions, and I just kept saying that I would pay an arm and a leg to never log into Facebook's ad manager ever again, because it's so tedious and so cumbersome. So anyways, it's super easy, it's super fast. And I know Wendy has built out on the ad bundle side, which Steve talked about, which is just one of those tools that you don't see anywhere else. That, the example I give, and this might sound kind of silly, but the example I give is to avoid what's called ad fatigue. And that's what I've kind of built my messaging around, is the Progressive insurance commercials, at least in the States. You've got basically 4 different campaigns that they're constantly running during every football game you ever watch. You have Flow, you have Becoming Your Parents, you have the What Happened Replay, you have the Patrick Mahomes ads. It's the same product. It's all insurance, but every commercial break, you see a different ad for the same product. That's excuse me, that's where the ad bundles come in, because you rotate them daily or weekly, or based on the percentage of videos they're watching, which is a new thing they just released and talk about. But that way you're able to create bundles, and when you'll talk about this, create bundles for seller content, but then you might have 7 or 14 different ads, and then each one is different, because someone might click on the staging your house to sell versus someone else might be like, oh, what are the 10 must ask questions? And different people are going to resonate with different messaging. So really powerful, and that's that would take you forever to do in Facebook directly. So with that, Wendy, I'll let you jump into that, because you are the bundle queen for sure.
Awesome. Thank you so much. I'm super excited to be here. Yes, the ads bundle has been like a game changer, because you know, I see a lot of people putting in here, they want to learn how to be omnipresent, right? And that is, you want people to know, like, and trust you before you get in their door, right? You want them changing the light bulbs before you go to the appointment. So this is kind of how you do it, and they made it super simple. That's why I love Street Text. I've been with them 3 years. I've been with Follow Up Boss for 7 years, and they work so well together. So I am going to show you the ads bundle. So I have a couple of them because I'm targeting different people, right? So this one is basically a video retargeting. You'll have like 30 days. So this is the cool part, you know. So usually when you go into Ads Manager and you run a retargeting ad, and it runs for a week or two, right? These are daily. They are changing daily, right? So someone's going to see the best 5 places to play pickleball in Las Vegas, right? And then the next video is going to be click to get my free living in Las Vegas guide. And then the next one, the next day, Las Vegas luxury homes list. And then 5 best neighborhoods in Henderson. I work in Henderson and Las Vegas, so you'll see a lot of the different things here. But pros and cons about living in Las Vegas or Henderson, and then Henderson pool homes, you get it. So like I kind of rotate like a video with you know, a PDF, and then maybe a homes list, you know, and then another video. So you can like move these around just like that. Like, you know, here's a what's my home worth, you know, and then of course I'm comparing, you know, selling your home to off-roading, because you know, that's my niche. Anyway, and then we're back to luxury homes list, free living in Henderson guide. So is Las Vegas good for kids? So these are videos that we already kind of had done, because I am with Krista Mayshore. She's amazing. She teaches you how to do videos really good. And I also was with Agent Launch. So they taught me how to do videos really good about areas. So, I mean, just, you know, I wanted you guys to see this because I know not everybody has all these videos, but like some of them are just ads that I've already ran in Street Text that I'm just adding to the bundle, right? So like this one, top 12 things you should do before you sell your home. This is their ad. This is their ad. They download the PDF right there. And then it just keeps going. So you can do this. And so say like you only have 12. It's really no big deal. You just click add more right here. And then you can pull up maybe all ads, and you just scroll through here, pick out what you want, and then add it in, and it'll add it right like to the bottom. So here's like see all available luxury new construction homes in the Las Vegas area. So I'm going to grab that, add to bundle, boom, done, right? So if you're running an ad, you can always add it to your ads bundle, and it'll start retargeting your database, because my Follow-Up Boss is synced here. So see the $5 a day, that is a little bit high for retargeting, but I have 70,000 leads in Follow-Up Boss. So I want to make sure I'm hitting everybody, but this not only gets Follow-Up Boss leads, it's also connecting to everybody that's engaged with my Facebook page in the last 360 days, my Instagram page last 360 days, my website, both of my websites, because I have pixels set up on both last 180 days, and then everybody that's watched at least 30 seconds of my videos, I'm putting it in front of them again. So and it's so easy. You just go in here, you go to post your ad, and you select your audiences, just like Chase was showing you, and boom, there you go. There's your ad. And this is creating an ads bundle. So this other bundle I had I just started it like last week, and it's all about my old listings, right? And so I kind of took those and made those into learn how I got my seller through probate and top dollar in 60 days. So I turned them around to get more listings, right? Learn how we sold this home for $15,000 more than list price when the other realtor couldn't. How I got my sellers full renovation with no upfront expenses, plus $20,000 over market value on the sale of their home. You know, so these are all like old listing videos that I did this year that I sold really quick, you know, and now we're generating more sellers. So so we have those listed too. And I know that everybody's like, well, I don't have that many videos. Well, I know, but you will. And I wanted to give you this QR code. Yes, scan the QR code, and it's going to give you a PDF of everything that I just talked about, and linked. All of the little thumbnails are going to be linked. I'll come right back to it, but I wanted to show you this. So 30 days of Wendy's retargeting content through street text. Here you go. You're welcome. So you're just going to click on this, and it's going to take you right to the ad that I posted. So you can watch the video, see my ad copy, all of that good stuff, right? And then same with, you know, the next ad and the next ad, and there's all 30 days. So you can get some ideas, make some of your own videos. I included what my audiences were. Obviously all my follow-up boss leads, but most of them are straight text leads, and Facebook, Instagram, video views, and website visitors. So you will get that. Just go ahead and scan that code, and yeah, it's all yours for free, and enjoy.
Oh, that's why I wanted to have Chase and Windy on this call as well. So I'm sure some of your, you know, your heads are like, you know, blowing up, and you're thinking, oh my goodness, I'm just trying to learn how this ad bundle works, and I want exactly what Chase was doing and what Lori had. What Wendy has. How do I figure all this out? So don't panic. You just do it one little bit at a time, and we'll recap again here in just a moment of like what the ad bundles all means. But that was truly awesome. Thanks, Wendy.
Hey, Steve, one quick thing I want to make sure that we don't lose sight of too. I know we talked a bit about the templated ads and the PDF templates. Then Wendy was talking about the video content, which is all fantastic, but you can customize any of it, right? You can start from scratch with a custom video ad, custom text and photo ad. You can use our starting points and or create your own from scratch, which I know a lot of people are curious about. So the templates are great, and it's a very easy lift to get started. But a lot of mine are from scratch, tons of Wendy's like she just showed you. So don't think that you have to use the templates or that you're only able to. But I think Wendy's bundle is great because she has peppered in custom content, video content, and the PDF guides all together. But those bundles are living and breathing, right? I mean, the nice thing is you can have a bundle with 20 ads like she showed, and then hey, on 2 weeks from now, you create a new video, you want to just replace one of the ads or add it to it. It's like 2 clicks of a button. So it's very, very easy to keep those fresh.
Right. Yes, for sure. And that's the thing is like when you're doing it, you can always start out with just their ads. You can literally do that with just their ads, and you are going to get a ton of leads coming into your CRM, right? But then you do want them to see your face. So that is the omnipresent part. You want them to see your face. You want to see them smiling. You want to see, or they need to see your energy, and you're going to draw people in that are attracted to you. If you don't, that's fine. I'm just attracting my tribe, right? So then the video is out, and remember, done is way better than perfect. So don't overthink it and redo your video 150 times. It's fine. It's fine. Get it out there. Run an ad.
Agreed. All right. So I maybe I'll jump in again and Chase, Wendy, Andrew, just help, I know we got a lot of questions and stuff. So I'm kind of almost thinking maybe what I'll do is I'll answer a few questions. I know that we have obviously I'll kind of re-explain this a little bit, a bit of a recap, and then also we have put a special offer together, and I have that gift I mentioned as well. So we'll cover that in just a moment. And I know we're doing good on time here, so I think we'll just answer a couple quick questions. So who does anyone want to read them out? Chase, can you guys scroll through and then read some of them out, and then I can answer them and do a bit of a recap as well.
And don't forget the questions at the start.
Yeah, there's
of what-
many.
of why they came to learn for. So there's a lot there. I don't know if Wendy, if you can see those from your angle, but that would be good to look at.
Yeah, we may not be able to get to all of them, but if we can just hit some of the big ones, then we can kind of hopefully I'll answer this question.
Or if we can't see them because the chat's been very lively, which is great, put it in the actual Q&A section, because that actually separates out the questions from the comments, which would be really helpful.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, one of them is about the video, like how long the video is. So I haven't had trouble posting any of my videos, and I have some that are like, 3 to 4 minutes. So obviously it takes, a shorter amount of time to upload a shorter video, but they do allow long form. So
yeah. And if you run into any technical issues at all, I mean, we just reach out to our support team. I mean, we can give you a hand on that and take a look at your account. But the videos can be up to a gigabyte like in size, so they can be quite large. You don't really want to upload a video that big anyways, probably. But if you really need to, you could. So just a quick recap again, because we covered a lot today, and then we can, Chase and Wendy, feel free to ask them these questions. So number one is what we're showing you today is when I introed Lori, it's really about the set and forget it remarketing, and then you can build on that. So when you see what Wendy has today, she didn't start there, right? I mean, fortunately, she's done a fair bit of other coaching on her own, so she's got a lot of content created. So it was easy for her to take the ad bundles that StreetTech's made and then incorporate in a lot of her other content. But if this is all brand new to you, or even remarketing is brand new to you, don't have to feel overwhelmed. It's actually really not that complicated, and that's why I shared these 3 simple secrets. And so when you create an account with StreetTech, it's going to connect to all your meta assets like Facebook and Instagram and everything else you have. You're going to create the audiences really quickly, or if you've already created them in Facebook, you can use any of the other audiences you have in Facebook as well. You can launch the 25 pre-made PDF ads that are all designed for you end to end, and you can use those and put them in a bundle, just like I mentioned. But you can also start to pull in your other content like Wendy has created and Chase has created, or you can use this as really a launching pad, and then you can start creating that type of content and then start to put it in. So you don't need it, but I would do it because, back to what I shared earlier from Daniel Priestley, you want your database to know and refer you and have you as the #1 agent in their mind. And video really is a powerful way to do that. So when you can add that in, it's definitely it's well worth it, in other words. Okay, so let me just go through some of these questions I'm seeing in the Q&A, and then anybody else can kind of chime in. Maybe a question for you, Wendy. What program do you use to make videos?
So a couple different. I use Big View teleprompter because I can't remember all my lines. And but sometimes I'll just use this camera right here with this background, and then we do B-roll, so there's that. Or that thing over my closet is a big green screen, so sometimes we use that, and I just record right from my phone. Our phones are amazing. Like, you could buy a camera that's super expensive, but you're gonna get the same quality. Well, I can't say same because people
Close enough.
But it needs to feel authentic anyways. Yeah.
Right. Yep. It'll still be good, and it'll still be you. So just do it. And I know so many people are like, I need this, I need that. And you don't need it. You just need to do them. So
good lighting is going to be much better than a better camera.
Yeah.
Yes. And sound.
Yes.
Yeah. But some of mine have been just on the computer, so my Mac sound. But I do know when I go over to my green screen, I use a little mic. And I wish I knew the name of it.
So
But
I live right near Mavericks. I told you that, Steven, like the big wave that breaks, the big 50-foot wave. And whenever Mavericks breaks, there's like 10 boats and like 40 jet skis. And right, because you can sit in the channel and watch it. And each year the contest is based on the best video. right? The best video of the ride, and someone wins like 50 grand and the photographer wins 10 grand. And all of those are done on iPhones and Droids.
Yeah.
They're not on a $10,000 camera, because what you do is you change your setting on your phone to 4K, 60 frames per second, and you're golden. They'll take it. And so I just wanted to throw that in there. Like, that's the way the world works now. Wendy, you're spot on. Like, they don't need to spend 7 grand on something.
Yeah, the big view, even if you pay a little bit of extra for the upgraded big view, you can record your front screen, your front camera in 4K. Just saying.
I had no idea that. I had no
Yeah.
idea. Wow.
It's a cheater move.
Hey, Stephen, if you don't mind, there's not a lot, but there's a lot of like questions of how does Follow Up Boss work? And I'm confused. There's one lady, I'm sorry, that she's actually has it and she's confused. So I pumped in a video in there. I gave the help center in there. And then for those you were saying, like we had a commercial real estate person that said, does it work? Yes, it does. We have plumbers, we have roofers, we have commercial real estate, we have insurance. It works, and it's very customizable. But I also, if you look at the chat, I dropped my email. If you're a team of 5 or more, just email me and I'll take care of you. Like, just don't worry. Just email me or go to the help center.
Yep.
Awesome. Okay. All right. I'll move through some of these other questions. Right now I'm in the Q&A section, but we'll hop back to the chat and answer some of those ones too. And maybe Andrew can answer this one a little bit too, but if I link I have a team account in Follow Up Boss. If I link that to Street Text, will it only show my account or my entire team account? It will pull in everything that's connected to your Follow Up Boss team account. And yeah, actually, maybe Wendy, you're nodding your head, and Chase. So you can probably answer that. So basically everything that's in your team account, which I believe includes your entire team, you'll then have that ability to remarket to the entire database. Is that correct?
Yes. And yeah, because you're going to link it via the admin account. Admin account has all the leads in there, no matter who they're assigned to. I was asked actually last week, it might be an interesting point. Someone was asking if they can run certain ads to certain agents' databases. The answer is yes. It's linked to the main Facebook account for your team, for example, but through the tagging and Follow Boss, you can easily create a tag that says, hey, if a lead gets assigned to so-and-so, add this tag. That tag can populate a custom audience. I know we're getting a little more advanced there, but the answer is yes. Very, very, very customizable.
Awesome. Another question, does it work with other CRMs? It does work with other CRMs in the sense that you can obviously import leads from anywhere, and you can send your leads from Street Text anywhere. However, the integration with Follow Up Boss is we've really invested a lot in that. And so you're going to get an entirely different experience where, you don't have to do any CSV files or anything. You just log into Follow Up Boss, log into Street Text, connect the API key, and boom, everything's synced. You just answer a couple questions really quick on what you want to sync back and forth. So really, really powerful, because then it's keeping everything in sync as well. Some of the busy work, which we'll cover in a minute too, but even from Wendy, like we work close with Wendy to try to remove any busy work we can, and uploading your Follow Up Boss custom audiences to Facebook. That was something she had to do every once in a while. It's a real pain, right? And but done. You don't have to do it anymore thanks to the integration. So it's things like that are just going to be.
I know. Remember that class I did a Tech
Yes.
Tuesday on retargeting, and when I was talking, okay, so you download all your people into a CSV file, and then you go into your Facebook ads manager, and then you're gonna upload them all, and you got to keep doing that because you keep making more leads. So you got to keep doing that every month, a reminder to do that. Oh my gosh, that was a nightmare. And thank goodness, like Street Text came out with this right after that event.
Yeah, we as soon as we saw that, we saw the audience like, oh no, like the panic in their eyes. So solved.
That's fun.
Okay, so James, if any technical issues, I see that videos won't load, just reach out to support. We'll happily give you a hand. I believe the replay is going to be out shortly. So are the videos all self-created, or does Street Text create the videos? We do not create the videos for you. So all of the PDF templates that you see, you can actually see them right in the middle here. Like you can see just a few of them. All of those are pre-made and ready to go for you. But if you want to do video, which you should, but again, you don't have to start here. That's why you downloaded Wendy's QR code. And if we can probably put it up again at the end of the screen, or you can see it in the replay, but make sure you join that. She is going to be a much better resource for how to create that content. But if you already have video content created, you can use it, but we don't create it for you, but it's easy to upload in the system. Okay, okay, moving through. What if you only have about 30 contacts, Steve? So that you're gonna have a hard time remarketing to such a small audience for sure. So I would wait until you have a few hundred people. Facebook won't even show ads unless they have at least 100 people that they've been able to match on Facebook. So if it's around that, I would wait a little longer. You could still use remarketing for the additional audiences like your website and your page engagement audience, but the database size would need to be probably at least 200 is what I'd recommend.
And you need to just run more lead ads to build that up. Like,
yes, exactly. Yeah, I mean,
as soon as you run a list of homes, new homes in this area, or pool homes because it's hot in Las Vegas, those work, or ocean view homes, whatever people are looking for in your area, you run a list to that, and you are going to get so many leads, and then you can run home value ones, but that's what's going to build up your database. Those regular leads, getting people's information, that's what's going to make that way more than 30.
Yeah, yeah. Fran, you asked a question here. If there's lots of agents using this in your area, does it get oversaturated? Will you still get leads? So a couple things to keep in mind here. One is we've been asked that since the beginning, like 2013, when we started running ads for agents. There's always been a concern that everybody will do it. The reality is you will be still in the top 3% of agents that actually do it in the end of the day. Like, a lot of agents, they just don't do it. And so, that's one thing. But even if they all did, this is your database that you're remarketing to. These are the people that are on Facebook or on Instagram or on Reels. You want them to see your content. Don't worry about what anybody else is doing. You focus on what you know is you got to be marketing, right? So you got to be marketing to your database. That's the only thing you should really be worried about and adding to it. And so don't even worry about what everybody else is doing on that side. Is the content US based, meaning moving state to state as opposed to moving province to province? I don't know if I understand that question. If anybody else does,
they're asking about it. I think she's in Canada, which I know you are too, Steve. So I think just verbiage and how the ads sound, but they're all customizable. But you can take that, Steve.
I see. You can edit them, and we've got some. I'm not going to mention it now, but we got some interesting things coming in the next little bit that'll help adjust some of those things. But I think we've left out anything that would be like US-ish for the most part. But you can preview all the ads ahead of time.
Yeah, so it would be a list of homes, in your area. So you just put wherever you are, and then it's going to target that area for you. So they don't have state, it's just area.
Greg, you're asking if we have ads designed for absentee owners and multifamily property owners. We do not have those ads designed. You can still use, if you have ideas for that, you can still use the platform to launch those ads, but you'd create them on your own, and then you could, put them in a bundle. Also, you can also use Facebook very powerfully in those ways. Like if you have a list of absentee owners or multifamily property owners, you can add that into Facebook's custom audiences. So they'll go find those people, and then you can launch those ads, but we don't have the templates for it. But you could use the tool for it. Steve, we don't do anything in insurance or e-commerce, but you could use it. You 100% could use it. We just don't have anything, pre-made for you. It's a question for Wendy on the QR code, but you can answer.
It's free. That's why.
Okay, it's free, no charge, no charge on that. I'm gonna have an offer for you on Street Text in a minute. That is a paid for thing, but Wendy stuff, out of the goodness of our heart, is free. Why are your leads better than our own Facebook leads? We run our own campaigns. So maybe I'll come back to that, Lynn, or I'll answer it really quick. So what I'm showing you today, what we're showing you today is really the remarketing side of what Street Text does. So this is remarketing to your existing database. We do have another side of our product that's really focused on the lead gen side. And you can absolutely see that, and you can try it out. You can demo it on our end as well, and you can compare it against the results that you're getting. I have a feeling we have a lot of people that have come from the ads manager. Once they use our product, they don't go back to the ads manager. It's just so much easier. We have a lot of cool tools in there, like auto split tests and stuff that drive your lead costs down. So there's no way that I shouldn't say no way, but it's very unlikely you're going to get a better lead price than us. We have quite a few tools in that really drive that down. Is this retargeting just for your database, or does it work when someone clicks on your website? Yes, there's 3 audiences I mentioned. It's included. As long as you've got the Facebook pixel sitting on your website, which, if you don't know how to do that, don't worry about it right now, but it's anybody in this panel can help you with it. It's just a matter of getting it there. And once it's there, one click, and you can retarget everybody that's on your website.
I love when things are easy.
Yeah, so easy. Does remarketing work as effectively for gathering seller leads as it does for buyer leads? Remarketing is really about not going after new leads, although you will get some new leads in the engagement audience because you're marketing to people that maybe aren't in your database yet. It's more about remarketing to your database. So we'll do other webinars really more on the lead gen side, but this is really about remarketing and staying in front of the database you already have. At the beginning of the webinar, when I showed that video from Lori, and the first insight is really your next seller lead and buyer lead is probably already in your database, depending on how big it is. You want to get that database as big as you can get it, right? That's another thing. You want to keep growing it. Like Wendy has no plans to stop how big her database is. She wants it to get bigger and bigger and bigger because regardless of any market, regardless of any change, she can always market for free, essentially. You know, she can email that database, she can reach out to that database, she can call that database, she can track what they're doing in that database, thanks to all the cool tools in FUB, and she can remarket to that database as well.
And we have a team in it. So yeah, I own my own brokerage for 10 years. So I love Follow Up Boss just because of the team. Like it is so easy to use if you have a team. Plus you could track what they do, what they say. All the calls are recorded. It shows how many people texted, how many people emailed, how many people called. So we have little contests. Like it's super good for teams. So
I'm just realizing as we move through time, I'm going to get back to some of the questions, but I'm just going to move here for a minute so we can answer these questions and then go from here. So there really is an opportunity right now. He or she that does market the most wins, right? That's what Darren Hardy said at the beginning of this when I showed his quote. It's marketing the services that you sell that make you money. So we've had incredible engagement in here, and I'm gonna circle back. I'll be around at the end still. We can answer some more questions, but I do have a question for you, and I would love for you to put this in the chat because your engagement has been incredible. Do you want to see the special package that we put together for you? If you're interested in remarketing, do you want to see it? Throw it in, just say yes, put it in the comments. Get some all right, I'm going. Yes. Okay, awesome. Okay, and I know we're approaching the hour, so I'll go through all of this for you.
What a layup question! Holy
yeah,
cow.
Exactly right. So, and I just want to show you, just before I show you the offer, I want to show you something. And this was another thing that we worked closely with Wendy on because of what she was doing. I want to show you how much money you can actually save with ad bundles. So I'm just going to show you a savings on this next slide first, just something to think about. So if you were rotating 30 ads at $1 a day versus 30 ads all spending $1 a day. And this was an insight we got from Wendy. When we were listening to Wendy and how she did her remarketing, she's like, I got all these ads running all the time, right? In a year, you would spend $900 if you were rotating ads, like 30 ads rotating at $1 a day. In 1 year, you'd spend $900. But if you left all those 30 ads just spending $1 a day but not rotating, you would spend almost $11,000 without rotating the ads. So just that feature alone, and remember, you can build bundles for different segments of your audience and everything, but that one feature alone, depending on how you're running your remarketing, can save you like over $10,000 on just rotating 30 ads. It's huge. Isn't that crazy? And we talked about it already with Wendy, but not to mention all the time you save by not uploading your CSV file to Facebook, trying to keep it all in sync. It's a huge pain. It's a massive pain, and all of that is covered. Okay, so if you were buying just the remarketing only plan on StreetText, this is what you would pay before our special offer. So we have an offer here for you in a minute, but if you were going to remarket to, say, some of you got like under 5,000 contacts. So you would pay about $99 a month or $11.88 a year if you were going to remarket to all those 5,000 contacts. If you have a size of about 20,000 contacts, you'd be paying roughly about $149 a month. And if you have up to 200,000, now I know some of you have mentioned, I saw like over 1 million leads. So if that is the case, we'll put in an email address. You can contact me and we'll just chat quickly afterwards. We'll make sure we get you something really special on that too. But because this is really our debut of the Follow Up Boss integration, it's really our debut of this relationship. We're actually offering everything on that side for the remarketing only at 50% off.
Whoa.
It's huge. It's massive. It's a huge.
Can I get that too?
Yeah, exactly. Right.
I hope everybody saw how genuine my reaction was. I did not know the slide was here.
Yeah, I spoke to John and I said, I said, well, what should we do? Whatever. He's like 50%. I'm like, are you sure? He's like, yeah, let's just be generous. I'm like, oh man, okay. So that's the offer. So you cannot get that offer unless you use this link, which I'm going to put in the chat, or scan that QR code. So I'll throw it in the chat here if I can find it now. I've just lost the chat. Oh, here it is. Okay.
So I guess
this is the only way you would get that price.
Okay.
And I'll maybe show you a couple things. Yes, Ricardo, don't worry. I'll answer all those other questions for our existing members and kind of how that'll work. But if you're looking for this offer right now and you're only just, hey, I just want to get the remarketing. I want those 25 PDF ads that StreetText has, and the ability to bring in my content from Facebook I've already created, or Instagram, and my ability to run video ads, but you'd be creating them, and I want to be able to put them in a bundle. This is that. So this is not like the lead gen side of our product. This is the remarketing side of our product. If you want to remarket your database, these are the different tiers. And again, if you've got a bigger list, just reach out to me or Marcus. I'll throw this in here in a second, my email as well, so if anybody wants it. Okay. Whereas I have a few more slides to show you, and then I'll walk you through how to actually sign up for it. What are your thoughts, Andrew? You got a question? I know we're approaching.
I'm just going to say that way to bring it. I mean, that's unbelievable. I had no idea this slide existed. I'm not kidding. And it reminds me of my Aunt Pauline, who recently passed. And don't worry, everybody, she's 102. That's a full life. Okay. But she always put her best foot forward in her life. And I really believe you did that with this pricing, which is probably why your brother said, "Are you sure?" So I'm just being honest. Like, we don't do that, what you just did. So thank you. And I hope people take advantage of it. I'm just being honest.
No, that's awesome, man. We're just excited to get in front of everybody today and to share that. So yeah, we wanted to offer all of that. So your next deal is already in your database. So if all this did was result in one extra listing over the next 12 months, would it be worth it, right? And put yes in the chat. Of course it would. Of course it would. It'd be worth it. But it's so much more than even just thinking about that next listing. Remember, your database is bigger than even the 1,000 people in it, or the 1,000,000 people in it, or the 10,000 people in it. It's all the people they know, and you want to make sure that you're remarketing to everybody. So with that, I think what I'll do really quickly for you, if you're taking action on, let me just go back up to that QR code, or you're taking action on the StreetText, that link. I just want to show you what you're going to see. So if you went to StreetText and you use that link, again, you have to use the exact link. Don't go directly to the website. You do need to see that link. It's going to take you to a page that's going to look a lot like this, but it's going to have that affiliate link or connected to it, or like my own tracking link, if you will. You're just going to go ahead and fill out this information here, and you're going to hit Start Trial. Once you start the trial, you're going to land in the StreetText system, and it's going to look a little like this. And our team can help you get everything connected and connect to Facebook. You can see this connection. But what you'll see, and this might have timed out, so I may have to reload it, but you'll see this button on the top right that will say sign up for a full account. If I click this, so again, I think I've timed out. Oh no, I'm good. Okay. So what you'll see then is if you click that, this is where you're going to see those 3 different options. So the 5,000, the 20,000, or the 200,000 contacts, and you can see those different price points there. So again, it's 50% off for the annual plan. Renews yearly, but it's 50% off. It's a huge discount, huge deal. That's what you would do. You would take advantage of that. Again, this is open for the webinar. So if you're pondering this is a huge discount. So it's a now thing. You got to take action on it. But then you're gonna go ahead and click. Yeah, there's no refunds. We say that if there's truly a problem, you can reach out to me, and then you're gonna accept the terms and conditions. You can accept both those. You're gonna hit Let's Get Started. It's gonna take you to the billing page. All right, so I just wanted to cover that so everybody knows how that works.
Super easy.
Other than that, I'll post the link again. I'm going to answer some more questions, but just before I even answer questions, I just want to thank everybody in the audience for being here. Like Andrew said, Your time is your most valuable asset, and you're all here. And I just want to thank all of you for being here, because that's our whole mission, is to help make your lives better and help help you guys grow your business. Big shout out to Chase and Windy and Andrew and the LCA's team for having everybody on here as well. So I just want to say thank you to everybody. And I can hand it back to you, Andrew, if you have any closing thoughts, and then I can just keep answering some Q&A after that.
Quick closing thoughts are our Chase, Steven, Wendy, you brought it. This engagement is unbelievable. I've done 80 webinars this year. This is clearly the winner. I don't know exactly why, but we'll take it. I mean, yeah. So I say we do this again. I say we do this again because we had 218 people. I don't know if I'm supposed to say that. I might have not supposed to say that, but 218 live, and then the thousands will see this on replay. If you didn't notice, if you're a team of 5 or more, I gave my email to you. You can just email me. Like, for example, if you want to learn more about FUB, so it's andrew.dorn@followupboss.com. It's very long. I wish it was andrew@followupboss.com, but I wasn't the first Andrew with the company, so you have to add a .dorn. Anyway, you guys are great. Thanks for the engagement. We don't have time to mention all the places you're sitting, but there was amazing Canada. There was USA. I believe I saw a few out of the country. And then I'll turn it over to Chase or Wendy for any last words.
Hey,
and
Steve,
I forgot the gift. Sorry to interrupt. I forgot the free gift. If you want this, because I know we're at the top of the hour, scan that QR code and you'll get those remarketing templates that I mentioned for you as well, which you can use in your bundle. Sorry, I just wanted to quickly share that. Go ahead, Chase.
No, I was going to throw out my QR code for the last thing, but I don't want to keep throwing QR codes out there. So next time.
No, we still can. We still can. I'll give that 1 minute and then I'll just unshare my screen.
Steven, right. I thought that the reason that we're 4 minutes over and everybody stayed was because of the gift, but they're still here.
Yeah, and we forgot about that gift. And Chase, you share yours as well. You've got an incredible offer as well. There's so much value in this for the attendees.
Andrew mentioned at the top, I kind of crafted a pretty bulletproof tech stack that I'm passionate about. So anyways, that kind of walked you through it. Follow Boss, of course, integral to it. Street Text is completely built in as a core piece of it. So grab it. If you have questions about it, let me know. But there's a lot of information about Street Text in there, different platforms, how I'm using them, and kind of why they're making my life easier. I know that was a big theme today too, was making stuff easy. So grab it, and would love for you to take a look.
Steven, can you hear me?
I most certainly can.
Since we still have almost everybody, can I share one more thing that just brand new with FUB? Like,
go for it.
This is bonus time, everybody. Like, just
here we go.
No, Chase, you already do. Chase and Wendy, you're already doing this. It's called call trust. So in other words, right now, if your team is calling, so you have FUB, and your team is calling, there's a really good chance for every call that it says spam likely. If not, it says your phone number, which means they don't know who you are. What Chase and Wendy are doing is call trust, so their brand appears. So in other words, what did I just say? Windy Goss, the real estate boss, she could have that appear, for example, right? So in other words, they know they're talking to a realtor. So you get a brand impression, plus they say yes, and they're ready to talk to a realtor. On average, those conversations are 25 to 60% longer because they know they're talking to a realtor. So I thought it would be really cool to share how you would get on a wait list for it. And we'll leave you with that. This is how you would get it. Scan that QR code. Again, Chase and Wendy, they already had this, but this will get you on the waiting list. It takes about a week and a half. But if you want your brand impression and you want people to know that it's a real estate company that they're talking to when they say hello, by the way, your team loves this. They go, oh, wow, spam likely's gone? Or just random hellos and they don't know who it is gone? Yeah, your brand appears. So anyway, scan that QR code. The rest is easy. Sorry about that, but everybody's still here. So I thought, hey, something new at Follow Up Boss.
That's awesome.
Who's bringing lunch for this lunch and learn that's turned into?
Yeah, exactly.
I was wondering where we were going with that. I'm like, oh, okay. Oh, it's funny.
Guys, Wendy or Chase, there's so many additional questions that I know have come through. So have you seen anything that's burning that I should answer right now? I also put in the support and my personal email in there too. So if you got any questions, I want to make sure that we get your questions answered. So I don't want you to feel like we missed it if we did by accident. So anything burning that anybody saw that I can just quickly answer?
There was a question. There was a quick one that I saw that I'm going to answer it a different way if I can. I'm really big on not emailing and marketing to purchased email lists because it's, first of all, it's illegal and people do it anyways, but don't do it. That's my tip. However, though, this is the way to do that, because like Steve mentioned, you can buy a million email addresses that you want, upload them into the Facebook manager, and then remarket them on Facebook, right? So if you want to purchase a list of absentee owners, you want to purchase homeowners in a zip code or X, Y, and Z, this is how you can market to them legally. And so it's been a nice little bonus too.
As far as long-term commitments, I'll let Steven handle that, but FUB is month to month. And if you even canceled in the middle of a month, you get the 15 days back or the 8 days back or whatever.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, I'll just a quick recap on ours. The 50% off offer that we did is for our annual plan. If there's anything that goes wrong with your account and that, that first little bit, don't worry, we'll take care of you. Just make sure you reach out to us. We're not offering that monthly right now. That's an annual plan because this is kind of our intro of the remarketing only plans. That being said, for our existing Street Text members that are on our lead gen side, you can add Street Text for a monthly option. So I don't want to confuse everybody on this call because there's two different sides, but if you are confused, you can reach out. But again, even if you just sign up for this offer, you can actually add our lead gen side on for just monthly as well. So if don't worry, our team can help kind of showcase all that. But if you are interested in the remarketing only, this is truly a special plan and offer. I've done some webinars in the past, but we've never offered it quite like we're offering it now. So,
well answered. That was clear. I just want, before anybody else goes, I just want to thank everybody for, again, time is the only thing you run out of. You chose to be here. It looks like you got the value. And a special thanks again to Chase Windy and Mr. Steven, because they brought it. And I love that when we can give that much value. So great job.
Awesome.
That was fun.
Having me.
Awesome. Thanks, everyone.
Appreciate
See you guys.
Have a great day.
Later.
Bye.